All right, well, we're ready to go whenever you want.
All right, I'm nervous.
I'm a little nervous too. I'm a little nervous.
All right, get it all out. Get all the
Let's go.
All right, let's do this. Hello. Welcome to Unwind with Joon and Glen. I am your host, Joon, and accompanying me is my co-host.
Oh yeah, my name's Glen. Start that over. Start over. Run it back.
All right. Hello. My name is. What do we? No, wait.
Okay, how about you do? Hello. My name is Joon, and I'll be like, and I'm his co-host, Glen.
Okay.
All right.
Hello. My name is Joon,
And I am his co-host, Glen.
and welcome to Unwind with Joon and Glen.
Yes, welcome.
Wow, it's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming. Actually, has it been a long time coming? I feel like.
Let's just say it is.
Okay.
It just kind of feels good.
Right. It's been a long time coming.
But yeah, welcome to episode 1. This is very much in the rudimentary phases of as we like to call it, humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings,
as you guys can see in the setup here, if you're watching the YouTube clip. But we wanted to kind of introduce ourselves and introduce the podcast and kind of unpack everything. But to start off with the title, Unwind. Funny story. We didn't come up with this.
We did not.
One of my followers, I was asking for suggestions, and they brought this up. One person brought this up because I was drinking wine on one of my lives.
I remember that
on Instagram, and they said, "Yeah, why don't you do Unwind?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And it's perfect because we both know nothing about wine, but we like to partake in drinking wine. And we both love commentary. We both love discourse.
We love talking.
We love talking.
We love to talk.
We love sharing our opinions. And so, yeah, I mean, basically, we're still kind of figuring out the ropes. We're still figuring out exactly the theme. So I hope you guys will stick with us as we figure that out in the coming episodes. But just for starters, basically, we're here to just kind of talk and unpack certain topics as we unwind on a glass of wine and just see where the night takes us. Yes. Or in this case, what time? It's 12
It is 12:20.
Did you even eat yet?
I did not eat, no.
So you're about to get
I'm going to be drinking on an empty stomach.
So. I ate a few hours ago, but enough chit chat. Let's actually pour the glass.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do a little taste test.
What
do we have though?
So we have courtesy of Whole Foods. We have a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignon.
Am I even saying that correctly?
Sauvignon.
So I'm gonna pour you a glass. Oh, get the ASMR.
There we go. Ooh, I'm about to get fucked up.
Oh my god. See, I'm hoping that by what episode, however many, that we become connoisseurs. That we become a little more well-versed in wine. Well, here, cheers.
Cheers to this podcast.
Cheers to this podcast,
Long time
guys.
coming.
Thank you,
Long
guys.
time coming.
Thank you for your support.
How does it smell? How does it smell?
It smells very grapey.
I'm getting a little vine in there.
You're getting a little vine? Alright, I'm gonna taste it.
There's a little bit of dust in mine, but
it's a little dusty.
It's all good. It's all good though. I'll drink it. It's all good.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. There's a little piece of yellow in there. Actually.
I kind of want to do like a segment as we start in the coming episodes of. We try to guess kind of the grade of the wine or how nice this wine is.
Okay.
Oh, I bought the wine.
Yes.
As I came in. Can you guess? Courtesy of Whole Foods. Can you guess how much?
Guess how much, like the price tag?
Yes, ma'am. As he takes another sip.
I'm gonna say somewhere around $15.
$15?
$15.
That's a good guess.
Is it?
Yeah, it
How
was
much
$3.
$3.
It was on sale. Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings.
Yeah, I'm on a budget.
Humble beginnings. Hey, we're on a budget. We're on a budget.
Until we get sponsored.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm buying $3 wine.
Yes, $3 wine.
It tastes like $15 wine. All right.
I mean,
tell me I'm wrong.
I mean,
does it now taste like $3 wine?
I think I gave you too much credit. I think I gave you lots of credit.
It's not. I wasn't intentionally trying to be cheap.
Right.
I really wasn't.
Right.
I was trying to buy some pretty okay in the $15 range actually.
Right.
However, I saw this deal. It was $2.99.
$2.99. You can't pass it up.
It was too good to be true. So I stopped a worker and I was like, $2.99 per bottle, or like how does that work? And she's like $2.99 per bottle. So I bought 3. Oh, funny story. I bought 3 bottles. I parked at Glen's place. I got out the car. I dropped the bag and I broke 2 of the bottles.
Tragic.
But you know what?
So technically, this is $9. this is a $9 wine.
You're right. This is a $9 wine. You know, but glass half full. At least one of the bottles were saved.
Right.
So here we are.
But
yeah, let's kind of jump right into this. We don't have any sponsors to thank for today's episode.
Yep.
You know, we just have ourselves. Let's introduce how this came about, right?
Okay.
And so I wanted to talk about, for episode 1, kind of talk about you and me, and also Quarantine and Chill,
right,
my dating show.
Yes.
So if you guys are unfamiliar with that, I started a dating show once kind of quarantine took place like four months ago, around there. And so I started a dating show on Instagram Live just for fun, and it's been 11 episodes so far. Today, right after we shoot this, we'll be doing episode 12.
Yes.
So
it's gonna be a big episode too.
It is gonna be a fun
episode.
It's gonna be a big episode because I'm back in Georgia, and this majority of this podcast is gonna be shot remotely because I live in LA. Glen lives in Georgia, and so I'm back in town. So we wanted to seize this opportunity and record a podcast and do the live, because we've only done that once, and that's kind of how Glen got introduced to the show. And we'll get into all that.
Yes, we will unpack all that. Yes.
And so yeah, let's talk about Quarantine and Chill. And actually, before we begin, Glen, if you want to give a quick introduction about yourself.
About myself, okay. Well, my full name is Glen Kwan.
Okay.
I am 27. I live in Georgia. I live in the suburbs of Atlanta, and I am a freelance photographer and videographer. So, and I'm a really good friend of Joon's.
Yes, and we will get into all that too. And so, for those of you guys that are not familiar with me, my name is Joon Lee. My main claim to fame right now is Instagram.
Yep.
I in taking the digital route right now. I am an actor, MC, host, comedian, all of that. So I kind of got big starting Instagram, imitating Asian mom's character. I did an Asian mom character called Ajumma, and that kind of blew up. That was kind of when I started to blow up, and that's been about 3-4 years now. Wow. I've been doing this for a while, but I only recently blew up 3-4 years ago. And so,
I still remember.
You remember when it happened?
You started in college.
I did.
I remember you started making content in college, and you started on YouTube actually.
I did.
Oh, you made like these little vlogs where like the types of people at the gym or whatever, and yeah, man. Hey, man, props to you, man.
Thank you.
Props to you, bro. It's been a grind for sure.
So I met Glen in college. So we both graduated from University of Georgia. That's where we've known of each other, but we really kind of like got to know each other through basketball in college and just played together.
I feel like we got really close after college, though.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Right.
And after college, I actually moved to LA. Like after that, and then somehow we got closer after college.
I don't remember how we got close.
It was probably through league.
Honestly, I think so. I think so. We started
played a lot of
league together.
We played a lot of league.
And we were duo partners.
Yes, we were, and we didn't get very far.
We didn't.
We did not.
But we got closer.
We got closer. We did.
See, that's a testament. Games do help bond guys. But yeah, so that's just a quick intro about me and Glen. And so going into Quarantine and Chill, if you haven't seen the show, I do recommend you tune in. It's fun.
It's fun.
Just even as a viewer, I think it's fun.
If you're single, it'll be a great time.
Yes, and not too. If you're not single, you can vicariously live through your single days. And I think it's just fun to watch. That's the feedback I've been getting. And so Glenn got introduced to the show because I was doing the show alone, and then my roommate, his name is Hanju, he was doing like a live scribe commentary, and he was helping me with that. That was really funny, really comical. And I came home to Georgia just like 2 months ago, and Glenn offered to help me to be my scribe. I kept pushing him to be on the show, but he was too shy.
I was too shy.
I wanted to auction him off. And so the premise of the show is I auction people off. I bring them on, I talk to them, and if the people in the comments or people watching think that person is cute, hopefully they'll get a DM.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Very simple concept. And so I was pushing Glenn to come on, and then and he was just like, you know what, compromise. I'll just be your scribe. I'll just do what 100 does for this week. And it turned out to be one of the best episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that episode how much chemistry we actually had.
Mm-hmm.
And people loved that episode. And I really want to get into that episode.
Yes.
I don't remember. I think it was episode 6. 6 or 7.
Don't remember the number, but it was around there. Yeah.
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
We're gonna get into Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Hannah.
My
Your
girl.
girl Hannah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so here's what happened. On that episode, Glenn was just doing his thing, and then we were just vibing. And then it started off by just girl number, 3 or something, came on and was like, hey, your friend Glenn's kind of cute. And Glenn and I both just did not know how to react. We didn't know what was going on, to be honest with you. And Glenn, take me through that. I'm very curious. I want to hear from your perspective. Right?
Okay, so the way I remember it is, so me and another friend of mine, or a friend of ours,
Yes,
Jaren.
yes.
So we were actually doing the scribing together,
Right.
and so I was facing away from you, like
Right.
my back was to you, and so my job was to hear what you were saying to the contestants, and then try to make funny comments or kind of roast them a little bit here
Right.
and there, right? And then this one girl comes on. Well, not one girl. Her name's Hannah, Queen Hannah. She came on, and
There were several girls before that, though.
yes. What
Such
do
a
you mean?
backtrack. There were a couple girls before Hannah that were hitting on you.
Were they?
Yeah.
I feel like I was hitting on them, though. Or was it the other?
I think you were hitting on them, but at the same time,
But they were kind of like enjoying-
reciprocating.
Yeah. But the thing about Hannah was
Yes, the thing about Hannah.
she came on, and her first question was so I remember she told you her age, and then
Right.
you're like too young.
She's too young
for the show.
because my show is 21.
21 and up, right? And then the first question that she asked was, "Oh man, too young for Glenn?" And I heard that.
You didn't.
I didn't hear it. Oh, I
You didn't hear it.
I
Like
didn't.
no. You heard it. I didn't hear it.
I heard it.
missed
I
it.
heard it. And so I just started busting out laughing because I didn't really know how to react. I wasn't expecting my face to be on the show or whatever. And I was like, oh,
She must
fuck.
have only caught glimpses throughout the show, because your back was to me.
So my back was pretty much turned the whole time, and I turned around a couple times, but I guess
That's all she needed.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
You're stuttering. You're flustered just thinking about it.
Yeah, and then so I heard it, and I didn't know how to react. And when I don't know how to react, I just start laughing. So I started busting out laughing, and
That's
then
your problem.
Yes, that is a problem. And then she just started going off like.
When I said she started going off, guys. I'm not even trying to self promote right now, but go to my Instagram, and I have a highlight just for Hannah. You got to look for it. But she went on for like 26 minutes, just straight shooting shots.
The crazy thing is, she didn't miss not one time.
Not one time.
Every fucking line,
Swish.
every fucking line was wet. You know what I'm saying? It was literally like just.
Hold on.
Just 100%.
Cheers to Hannah.
Cheers to Hannah,
No,
man.
cheers to
Hannah,
Hannah.
man.
Cheers to Hannah.
Cheers to Hannah.
Oh my god.
Literally, for 20 minutes, every line was working on me, man.
Let me give you a background. This girl is 19 years
19
old.
years old.
And a lot of initial reactions like, oh, she's so young. Oh, she's like a kid. Sure, by age, by default. But when I say this girl's confidence, forwardness, and maturity,
Next level.
I really thought she was like our age.
Next level. Mm-hmm. Next level.
And she's one of the few exceptions that I would make for like age really doesn't matter.
Right.
She is a very few exception. Because I'm the same way as you. I don't think I could date anyone younger than like 22, personally. Right?
Okay, 22. Okay.
Right.
Why not 21?
I don't know.
It's just 22.
21 is just
22.
like you're like fresh out of college or still in college.
Right.
And it's just like a total different life stage.
Okay.
If you're in college.
That's fair.
And yeah, just personally. But she's 19, she's way more confident than both of us combined.
Yes.
I can confidently speak on both of our behalf.
I'm not confident when I'm hitting on girls. I like the way I hit on girls is like very awkward.
I really want to get into that. So yeah, first off, how did it feel? Genuinely, how did it feel? Take me through that whole episode of all these girls hitting on you and what it did to your confidence. Okay. And you can be straight up.
Right. So, a little background. At the time, I had actually recently broken up with my ex that I dated for around like close to 2 years. Okay. And you know what happens with me when I break up is my self-confidence kind of really goes down. Sure. And you know I get into that whole like know, oh my god, I'm never gonna date again, I'm never gonna find the one again, you know, blah blah blah. And so when that episode happened, it just straight up like it did wonders for my confidence, man. Like my head was huge. I was literally an airhead. I was fucking just floating around like that week. Like you should have seen me that week, bro. Like you should have seen me.
What do you mean? We texted all week.
No, bro, but like just like the way I was like just like going about my day, like I was
your shoulders were perked up a little bit more. Your chest was perked up.
My chest was out. Like my head was up.
Your head was up. Your posture was great.
My posture was great. Like, you know,
just and I don't mean this to make fun of you or anything.
Yeah.
Have you experienced girls hitting on you like that?
I have not. I've every girl that I've dated, or I've taken out on a date. It's always been me. You know,
you always make the first move.
Yeah, making the first move.
Or asking.
Yeah, asking. I've never like girls have liked me.
Sure.
But they've never been as forward as Hannah. You know what I mean? Right. Even if a girl likes me and I like them back, I'm always the one to make the first move. You know, like let's go on a date or whatever. So that was just honestly, I will take that moment for the rest of my life, and I will always look back on it and be like, wow.
I think so.
Yeah, it was just one of those moments, man. Like really as a man, it's like wow.
Okay, sure, because I do agree with you with the phrasing as a man, because women unfortunately get hit on by a lot of creepy guys like all the time, cat calls, etc.
Right.
But not too often do men get approached by like women in that kind of a manner.
And especially, you know, like listen, like if I'm being honest, you know, I'm not a really great looking guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm average, you know, and it's straight. It's straight. There's nothing wrong with that. Like nothing wrong with it. I know my place. I know
your role.
I know my role. I know my role. And so, you know, and I'm sure a lot of guys out there can kind of, you know, feel me on this. You know, for a guy that, you know, isn't, you know, top notch, like model you looking right. To get that moment was it was huge. It was huge.
Let's be honest, we're not like hot guys, you know? We're not hot. That's not who we are.
That's not who we are.
I think we're like right above average. You said this.
Yes.
You said we're like
I would say we're right in that range of like average to above average.
Average to above average, I would agree.
Right.
If you had to, okay, actually no, you know what? Let's rank each other. And we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, let's rank each other. Mm-hmm. And you can be brutally honest. I know you're a little bit tipsy.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean rank though?
1 to 10.
Like, rate each other?
Rate each other. Rate each other. On a hotness scale.
Okay.
Who's your 10?
Who's my 10?
Who's a 10 for you?
I mean, celebrity-wise or like...
Sure.
Celebrity-wise, I would say... fuck. Who's a 10?
Who is a 10? For me, I'm just gonna say... first person that comes to mind, my go-to is probably like Ryan Reynolds. He's one of my go-tos.
He's a 10. Wow.
I mean,
I would put him at like an 8 or 9.
Wow. Then I'm like a 4. This is not
okay. Well, in like the celebrity world, obviously Ryan Reynolds is a 10. compared to average people.
Okay.
But in the celebrity world, I feel like he's like an 8 or 9.
Like in terms of, we're just speaking like pure looks.
Pure looks. Actually,
I don't know.
with his personality,
Yeah.
he's a 10. Personality, he's a 10.
Are we doing just Are we doing just looks? Because like
You tell me.
personalities, we're trying to cheat.
You tell me.
No. We're just doing looks.
Okay,
Pure
just looks. Just
You know
pure
what,
looks.
Let's scratch that. We don't even need to.
If it's pure looks, I still think Ryan Reynolds in the celebrity world,
Okay.
he's an 8 or 9.
Okay. Then who's your?
I would say a 10 is probably like. What's a Thor's actor's
You know
name?
what? Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. He's a 10.
Everyone
he's
loves
a 10.
Chris.
He's a
Hemsworth.
10.
He's a 10. You know what? I take that back. Brad Pitt. He's my 10.
Brad Pitt is a 10.
He's
Brad
my
Pitt
10,
is a 10
of all time.
Brad Pitt is a 10.
He's the movie star for me.
Michael B. Jordan is a 10.
He's
For
not
me.
a 10 for me.
Really?
No,
Why not?
he's too much of like a baby face. Oh, he's great. He's hot. He's hot.
Okay.
But he's not a 10 for me. Brad Pitt is my 10. Anyways.
One last one. Do you know who I find really attractive?
Who?
Do you know an actor named Mahershala Ali?
Mahershala Ali?
He played in Anyways, look him up later. Fuck it. Moving on.
He's very attractive. Speak on that note, before we get into the ranking. As a man, I think we as men need to break the stigma of being scared to call other guys attractive. And like
I have no problem.
Absolutely no problem.
But I do know a lot of people that would be like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, that's kind of sus or whatever.
Yeah. And why? Because girls do that with each other all the time.
Right.
You know, oh, you're so pretty, you're hot. And I'm like, dude, as a man, if I will gladly point out to the homie, it's like, dude, you're looking kind of nice today. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to the homies, I probably wouldn't, because
Okay, maybe not
with my homies. It's like, we try to bring each other down.
Yeah,
most of the time.
right. It's very
shit, like a lot of shit talking.
It's very deprecating.
Yeah,
That's just kind of guy humor. A lot of guy talk, but no, seriously, I'm comfortable with my sexuality where I can compliment a man.
Right.
You know? I can be like, I can look at a dude and be like, yo,
yeah,
that guy's great.
Like, yo, you're a good looking dude.
You're a good looking dude.
You're handsome, bro.
You're handsome. Anyways, with that said, please, all right, let's go back. Let's reel it back. So, I'm gonna let you go first. What am I on a 1 to 10? And be honest. No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, just based on looks.
Just based
on looks.
I'm a little nervous. I'll take a sip of wine.
You can't even make eye contact with me right now.
I can't. I'm actually not making eye contact with the wine because I'm nervous.
Okay, just strictly based off looks. I mean, obviously you have great hair. Good skin.
Thank you. All recent developments. Yes.
My skin's kind of fucked up right now. I don't know what's going on right now, but I need to get that fixed. But I would say throwing the celebrity world out the door. Based off of looks.
Just say it. It's okay.
I would say you're like a 8 or 9.
No, I'm not.
You're not. You're not.
We just
I would say. I mean, you're definitely not a 6.
Okay.
I feel like that's too low. I feel like you're at least a 7.
Do I get a decimal?
7.03. 7.03.
7.03. I'll take it. You
7 to 8 range. 7 to 8 range.
7 to 8 range.
7 to 8 range.
I will gladly take that. Thank you. For you, my friend, you.
I'm nervous.
I would put you at like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think okay. You have like a really nice like eye smile.
Uh-huh.
You got a nice like smile. You're like, I would bring you home to my mom.
Right.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
would.
I appreciate that.
Anyways, with that said. Oh my god.
What the fuck did we just talk about?
Yeah, what did we just get into this? But speaking of which, let's transition to what's kind of your type?
My type.
Yeah, what's your type? Do you have a type?
My type, I would say that I do have a type, but it's weird. I've never actually dated my type. It's weird.
Okay.
It's weird.
What types have you dated?
Probably shouldn't have said that, but
all your exes tuning into this are like, what did you just say?
No, but like, I mean, even like my recent ex, like, she even told me that I wasn't her type either.
Okay.
And like, I
that's why y'all didn't end up working out.
Yeah. moving on. But I would say my type is, I would say definitely someone more on the cuter side.
Okay.
Because I just feel like, yeah, I like when girls are cute.
Yeah.
Without trying to be cute. Like, they're not like purposely cute.
You hate anything that's forced in general.
Yes, I just don't like when people force shit. You know what I mean?
Really don't like that.
And especially when it comes to like cuteness, it's like you got it or you don't. You know what I mean?
Hey, all right.
You either got it or you don't.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And like if you're trying to force that shit, it's like pass, hard pass on that. I do like cute girls. Obviously, not too much on the taller side. Okay. Because I'm on the shorter side.
Sure. Same.
So that's a thing. But yeah, I mean, looks wise, definitely on the cuter side.
Do you have a celebrity in mind that kind of embodies
celebrity in mind? I would say someone like, this is a Korean celebrity.
Sure.
But someone like IU.
IU, okay.
Mm-hmm. Someone that kind of has that vibe. Or I recently got into Blackpink, right? And so my favorite out of that group is actually Jisoo.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes.
That. Okay.
Jisoo. Ooh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're a Jisoo kind of girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my type. All right. That's my type. What about you?
For me, I also do like cute girls, and whenever I say this, people always think that I'm like asking for too much, but I like a girl that can pull off like different looks.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depending on the makeup, depending on the outfit.
Right.
But the foundation, I like it when like a girl's kind of cute. But then just can pull off like different looks.
So what's your favorite look then?
Still cute.
Okay.
Because I think cute lasts the longest. It just
okay.
like I wouldn't get sick of it.
Like, as in like aging wise.
Aging wise, I just like in terms of like, what I don't know, just like my preference too. I don't know. I really like, because I think if they can embody the look and kind of the personality, like you said, when it's not like too forced.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Okay.
But I really love like good banter, sarcasm. Yeah, if we can have good banter and discourse and just talks. But so a celebrity that comes to mind for me, I mean, Natalie Portman's always like my go-to. Intellectual, very pretty. She's a great actor.
Would you say she's cute though? Actually, yeah,
she can be cute.
She's cute.
She's a good example, because she's like a modern day. Because I had a huge crush on Audrey Hepburn. She's a classic.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
She's OG. And so Natalie Portman can kind of have that vibe if she wanted to, and she can also be cute and sexy and all of that. Ana de, what's her? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Ana de Armas.
I don't know what that is.
She's very pretty. She's very cute. She's very pretty, I think.
Do you know who I fuck with? Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel.
I like her vibe.
Zoe Deschanel. Okay.
I like that kind of like weird, like quirky vibe.
Like quirky, you like
but also
quirky?
cute. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Can I tell you something on behalf of all of this right now?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. Actually, I need to pour myself another glass while I say this. But
let me actually finish mine, dude.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Glenn, and all the people listening. Today has been weird.
Today has been weird?
Yeah. So I woke up at like 3 a.m, and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was on my phone, which I shouldn't have been. I was just scrolling through social media, and everything I follow a lot of comedy pages. I follow a lot of people that do sketches just because of what I do. And every single video I went on, whether it's Instagram or TikTok, every single video was either funnier than me, in my perspective.
Okay.
I was like, oh, they're way funnier than me, or they're way better looking than me. And these are my both insecurities, 2 big insecurities of mine. And people that are funnier than me, and people that are just like better looking, taller, whatever. And I, the funnier part, I actually have no problem with people being funnier than me. I don't suffer with that kind of complex. I don't think so. But today I just felt super insecure. I felt and you know how, and I also came across this girl. You know when girls upload when they get a haircut, because they don't get a haircut too often,
right?
They like to like upload on Instagram, right? Just to show it off,
right?
And this girl got a haircut, and she like dyed her hairs, and she just like put it on the gram. And I saw that, and I was just like, wow, this like, I was just watching, scrolling. I was like, this girl's so out of my league, and like, I don't know, my confidence is so low today, and it just felt like this this girl that was just uploading like a selfie, or just like she looked cute, and I was just like, oh, she's so out of my league. And I had to like reel it back. I was like, why am I being so hard on myself, I guess? And do you ever have those mornings you just wake up, you don't feel like, you're just like, you feel a little uglier, you
just feel ugly as shit?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, to be blunt.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes you fucking wake up.
Like you got a big ass pimple over here, or you're just like look in the mirror and you're like, damn.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I feel you on that. I feel like that. I feel like people in the creative field, I feel like can kind of relate to this. And it's something called imposter syndrome.
Oh, I think okay.
Yeah,
explain
and so for me, imposter syndrome for me, for example, would be, I would be on Instagram looking at photography pages,
sure,
with, you know, or like these pages that have, you know, established names, and it's like, oh man, like why can't I shoot like that? And it kind of makes me feel like I don't belong in this industry, right? And so for you, like your work is to be on camera, like your face is on camera, you're you know, writing scripts to be funny, right? And so that could also be a form of imposter syndrome.
It's
you know
funny
what I mean?
You mentioned that, because I've genuinely asked myself multiple times, and I've asked my close friends if I have imposter syndrome. I want to say no, because a part of having imposter syndrome is not acknowledging that you work hard, or like you're working just as hard as other people. And maybe it's the imposter syndrome in me, maybe it's the Korean in me, but I feel like I don't work that hard a lot of times. But other people would disagree. And I'm not saying this to seek validation. And so I don't know if I have imposter syndrome, but I think I do. I think I do. Because I see all these people, I'm like, they are significantly funnier than me. They're significantly better. They're working they upload every single day. Yada, yada, yada. I'm over here doing absolutely nothing. But on the other spectrum, someone would look at me, probably another creator would be like, oh my God, he's working his ass off.
I think that's kind of the trap with social media, though.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, when you have an account, I feel like you, you know, show only bits and pieces of, you know, what you do in your daily life, and so, yeah, I would say to that, I feel like, you know, I feel like everybody kind of goes through that, especially in the creative field, where like you feel like you're not working hard enough, or like you're not doing enough, and it's like, I feel like comparison really kills, though.
Yeah.
Comparison kills, bro.
That's
like
my crutch.
Comparison can fuck you up real good.
I agree.
Real good.
I
and
agree.
It's like, you know, some people are okay with posting every day, some people aren't, and it's like everybody has their own, you know, way of doing things and like timing and all that. So,
That's true.
yeah, bro, you're good, dude.
I'm
You're
good.
straight,
I'm
dude.
good.
Shut your ass up,
Look at
dude.
me.
You
Look, I'm
fucking
doing a
good. You
podcast.
straight, dude. We're doing a podcast,
I got a
bro.
dating show.
We're doing a podcast on 4th of July. It's a fucking holiday. It's a holiday.
Working on a holiday.
We're working on a holiday.
You know, I said that, I was like, hey, I'm really busy today, and then I was just like texting someone, and they're like, oh my God, it's the holiday, and I'm like, oh no, like for me, I genuinely, I feel like there's no days off.
Yeah.
As a creator.
Yeah.
Because I don't work a 9 to. I don't have the excuse that I work my ass off from Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So I just say it's kind of like just gonna just spread out throughout randomly throughout the day. So that's why I feel like I never deserve.
And honestly, I feel like when you don't work a 9 to 5 and you're kind of like a freelancer trying to make money on your own, like a lot of the times it's just you just sitting there and just thinking about how to make money.
That's work too.
Yeah, and that's work. That's work.
True.
That's work. You know,
That's
it's just because you're not in an office. You know, a lot of times you just gotta sit and just fucking, you know, reflect, or, you know, think about, you know, strategies to make money or whatever. Right. And so, I mean, that's how I make myself feel better about myself and my work ethic. True. You know,
this is a great. There are so many topics that we touched upon that. This is off the riff, guys. We've had kind of set topics that we want to talk about, but I think we've highlighted a lot of good subcategories that we can turn into full episodes. Obviously, insecurity is one of them. Huge. So yes. As we go, if you guys think of any ideas that you guys want us to talk about, just DM me or Glenn or anyone like that. But these are all subtopics that I definitely want to dive deeper into. But yeah. What else? I mean, how are you feeling? How are you feeling right now?
Honestly,
I'm feeling it.
I'm definitely feeling the wine.
Feeling it.
Definitely feeling the wine.
I'm feeling good though.
No, it feels good though to just like, I don't know, man. I've always wanted to start a podcast.
We're doing it. We're actually
doing it.
recording
we're doing
this
it
right now.
We're doing it right now.
Who knows how this might turn out?
We're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah.
So funny story. When we and Glen were in the planning stages, and we had a little meeting, and we set a date to buy mics, just to make sure that we're
just to give you guys a background of how we work.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So we set up a meeting, and then we set up a FaceTime meeting, and we're like, all right, by next week we have to purchase our mics. And that week came around and we completely forgot about it.
No, you know what's funny though? As soon as you mentioned like a hard due date, because so what we said was, okay, we gotta, if we don't buy it by this date, we gotta come back and buy it together
on that day,
right? And I knew the moment he suggested that, we wouldn't have bought it, and we would reconvene on the day that we were supposed to buy it. Yes.
As I was bringing up that idea, I knew that was the case.
And you know what's funny? We didn't even buy the mics.
We
borrowed from other people.
We actually didn't even buy the Glen's using his little sister's mic.
Yep.
I'm using one of my best friend's mic.
Mm-hmm.
My excuse is I don't want to add extra luggage.
You don't. Hey, it's kind of a big mic. It's kind of a big mic.
Yeah. We're gonna invest though. Please donate to our GoFundMe for mics. This is Glen, humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings, man. Hey,
cheers.
Yo. If you guys are watching the video version of this, check the shit out, man. This is humble beginnings. Look at this fucking shitty ass
pinnacle of humble beginnings. Yeah. We made this graphic in 5 minutes.
Yep. Oh, we have 3 cameras that don't match at all. So it's gonna be different brightness, throughout the video. But
you know what? To that point, I've been wanting to start a podcast, partly because because on Instagram there's only like this certain side of me that people see.
Right.
To a sense, I'm playing a character.
Right.
And I can still confidently say I'm pretty genuine in terms of how I portray myself. I try not to be fake on social media, and I think that's what people like about me.
Right.
Or that's why people kind of follow me, because I'm still like true to myself. But still, it's still a character in a sense. Like,
I mean, I feel like even the whole Quarantine and Chill host character,
right? Oh, that's still
also a character.
That's for sure a character.
And there's things that obviously I know about you,
right?
That I haven't seen on your or like that I haven't seen on social media on your page. So
one of the reasons I want to start this podcast, because I don't get it. I think the comedic, every struggle for a comedian is they want to be taken seriously, right? I'm more than just a guy that tells jokes. I'm more than just a funny man, just a fun guy at the party.
Sorry,
Glenn, come on.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. This guy has his phone on full blast.
Humble beginnings. Okay.
But yeah, I wanted an opportunity because I love, this. I love to get into serious talks. I love deep talks like this, and podcast is an accepted form of medium where people will listen to kind of long form and just people kind of chopping it up, right? And so that's I love, you know what I mean?
I feel like the wine's getting you though. I feel like the wine's getting you.
I'm honest with myself. We have headphones in right now, and I'm actually loving. I'm actually listening to the way that I'm talking right now. It is kind of nice. It's the wine talking. You know, like when you wake up in the morning and your voice is all like raspy.
It's a little raspy, like yeah.
Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, hey baby, what's up?
Hey, listen, baby. You just wanna call a girl up, but you got no girls to call up.
Story of my life. Story of my life.
You wake up and you're like, ooh. Hey, my voice is
hello, dog. Hello, how you doing?
And then you
trying to eat? You trying to eat?
You're trying to eat. And you just go through these lines to yourself, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna save this for the future. Have you been told that you have a nice voice, or like has a girl ever been like, oh, I like your voice?
So listen, you actually know this about me. I hate FaceTimes and I hate phone calls.
You do.
I hate FaceTimes and I hate phone calls.
I didn't know that even with your a girlfriend or a girl you're talking to.
Yes.
In general,
I don't like it. I don't know.
How can you sustain a relationship without FaceTiming and calling?
Well, that's the reason why I can't do long distance.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like long distance has never been an option for me because I like to be in close proximity physically with the girl that I'm dating, and so I don't know, phone calls and FaceTimes. I've never been a fan, and
I love it,
and I don't know why. I don't know why. I wish I liked it.
You don't. You really don't.
I don't. It's weird. Like even me and Joon's relationships. Like Joon is always the one calling me or FaceTiming me. Like I honestly can't remember the last time I actually called Joon or FaceTime Joon.
Call is one thing, but FaceTiming me, I don't remember.
I don't think I've ever FaceTime you unless I missed a call. unless I missed a FaceTime.
You're the type of person that when I FaceTime you and you quote unquote missed it or let it just ring. I know you do. I know you just let it ring.
Yeah.
I know you let it ring sometimes.
Sometimes.
And then you're not my biggest pet peeve are the people that don't. If I call you, call me back. Don't text me back. Call me back. If I text you, text me back. That's my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're always like, I call you, and you get a missed call. You're like, "What's up?" Text. I'm like, no, that's not how this works. That's not etiquette. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel kind of bad.
That's my gripe with you.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
I feel kind of bad now. Shit. No, I don't know. I just.
Oh shit!
Oh, hey, come on! Hey, humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. I had to set a timer
humble
because
beginnings.
We had to reset the camera, so we'll be right back. Yes, sorry about that. So yeah, back to the whole FaceTiming thing. You can't do long distance. You said.
Yes, I cannot do long distance.
Have you tried long?
I mean, I've never really had an opportunity to do long distance, but I think even if I did have an opportunity, I think I'd be very cautious.
About what?
I don't know. I have a hard time keeping up with even my very close friends when they're in another state, right? And so even with you, I feel like the thing that I really appreciate about you is that you always call me.
Yeah.
And a lot of my close friends and people that I hang out with, I'm not the type to reach out to someone. Right, like I'm always the one that has to get invited. Right, like I'm because I'm definitely a homebody. You know, I love staying home. Like I love doing my own thing, and I feel like I'm very independent in that way. And so, I don't know. I've always had a hard time reaching out to people and asking them to hang out. And so I feel like the reason why we are so close is because you kept coming at me.
I see.
Right, and that's actually how a lot of my close friendships are. Really? Where they reach out to me to hang out or,
that's opposite of how you approach girls. With your guy friends, you want them to. You like the chase.
Right. Yeah. I do like the chase. But
I'm glad you bring that up because I've never shared this with you. Actually, never. But
okay.
I've always had a bone to pick with you. Actually, but now I'm glad you said that because
let's pick it.
It actually clears up so much. When we first started to get close, and this is something that I had to, it was like a struggle with myself. I had to tell myself that this is just me as a person. I'm the type of person, like you said, if I find someone that I like, guy or girl, whatever, I really latch on in terms of.
Interesting.
I like to talk to that person. That's just how I am.
Interesting.
And I want to spend quality times in terms of talking, texting, whatever with that person. And I didn't know that about you. Yeah. In terms of you.
And listen, it's not personal. It's not personal.
And I thought it was at first. So my thing was when we first started getting close, I was like, oh, this guy's not putting in effort. He doesn't want to be friends with me, or he doesn't want to get close with me. And then here I am putting in all this effort. But I'm glad that I didn't stop. I'm glad that I didn't take it personally. Or to the point where it would cause me to stop, and I still wanted to get to know you. And the biggest reason why I didn't stop is because my best friend, he's like that. He's such a bad friend. If you're listening to this, son, you're a terrible friend. He's so bad, but he's gotten much better. But that's been my thing with him for like 8 years, really. I just felt like I was putting in so much more work in terms of like trying to reach out to him. And so I'm trying to be more empathetic and understanding. Like some people just aren't not wired that way, you know, but that doesn't mean they don't feel the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's been getting much better. He's been calling me a lot more and stuff like that. But I've just,
yeah, man. Hey, fuck it, man. Shit, man. I'll call you too. I'll call you too.
Look, just call me time to time.
I'll call you once a month. Once a month.
Let's
start a little small. Let's start a little small.
That's all I want.
Once a month. Once a month.
Yeah, the times we call is when we talk about this podcast.
Yeah.
So what's for the next? The only times we really talk here are 3 categories. We used to have 2, but now there's 3 categories of when we talk. 4.
Okay, 4.
The podcast now is 1. League. Quarantine and chill.
Right.
And just girls. You just gave me that look. You knew I was gonna say.
I knew I was coming. I knew I was coming.
Save it for
I knew
last.
I was coming. Yeah.
Lately,
yeah.
like that's been our topic of conversation. We just talk about girls, but there's not much to talk about, really. But that's it's so crazy that we're talking to each other about girls. A lot of people won't even understand what we're saying by that.
I feel like another reason why I don't like phone calls and FaceTimes is because I feel like I talk the most when I'm in person, right?
Yeah.
And so like when my friends ask me to hang out, like I go there physically,
right?
And then I get everything out.
Gotcha.
Before I come back home.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
And so I don't know, phone call,
I've definitely met people like that.
Yeah.
I've met someone and she said that she was like, I prefer in person hangouts or talks or whatever than FaceTime, and I get that. I guess I'm just so comfortable with it. I can treat a FaceTime like I'm with you in person. I can treat it like that. But I get it now.
I don't know. I feel like for me, there's a bit of a disconnect.
Sure. I mean, I obviously prefer in person.
Yeah, of course.
But I can minimize that barrier, that disconnect. I think I'm good about doing that. Because to me, FaceTime is better than... If I can't meet up with you in person, like, that's the next closest thing. Right?
Got you.
But I get you, man. I forgive you, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we cleared this up.
Fuck, man. I'll fucking call you, bro.
Just call me.
I'll fucking call you, man. Hey, I'll call you, bro. I'll fucking call you, dude.
Well, I think it's approaching that time. I don't want to... Especially for the first episode, there's probably a very few number of you that have sticked around till this long. So if you're still listening, thank you. I didn't know what to expect, but
it went pretty well. I feel like the conversation flowed.
I'm curious to listen back.
It was a little chaotic. I feel like we kind of jumped around.
We did
from place to place. But first episode, we're still getting warmed up. Humble beginnings.
And I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited to join us on this journey, as we kind of solidify, as we kind of like figure out what this is, what we're doing. But that's life, right?
That's life. That's
life.
man.
That's just our excuse.
I think the wine's talking a little bit. I think the wine is. That's life. That's life. He said that's life.
Yeah, that's life. You think the wine's a good addition to this show?
I do. I do.
I'm just gonna speak this into existence. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I hope we get a big wine sponsorship in the future.
Hey. If you guys have a startup or something, hey, hit us up.
Hit us up. This is the time. We're both startups, so hit us up.
Hit us up.
I'm excited to become...
I will drink the shit out of your wine.
I am going to be a wine snob.
Wine snob.
Episode 10.
Wine snob.
But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it here, guys. If you guys have any topics, like I said earlier, that you guys want us to touch up on, anything, dating, just life, whatever it is, we love discourse. We love chopping it up, and we're both very opinionated, but I think we can have good civil discourse. So yeah, feel free to let us know, DM us, and thank you for tuning in to episode 1. I'm very excited for more. Hopefully this is an ongoing project for us. But yeah, follow me and Glenn. Glenn, what is your handle?
Just Glenn Kwon, GlenKWon.
Yes, and you can check me out on Instagram at Joon Lee Comedy. But thank you so much, and we will catch you for episode 2.
Episode 2. Wow. Episode 2.
Wow.
Damn, I'm getting nervous thinking about it, dude.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.